Hello there again, and in this video I will show you how to set and more importantly how to maintain your baselines. We need to use baselines when we want to track the performance of our schedules and or if we want to use earned value. A baseline is typically set when a schedule is approved for execution. In this video I will cover these three scenarios. 1. The new project schedule that is ready for execution. 2. New, that is additional scope being approved and added to an existing baseline, typically through a change request. And 3. When we use a rolling wave approach in our planning. There are some task-related views that display the baseline in a graphical manner by default. Example, the tracking Gantt, multiple baseline Gantt, etc. Nevertheless, it is possible to format any Gantt view to display the baseline. You can also use the Format tab's baseline button that's within the bar styles group to format a Gantt for different baselines. The variance table and the usage views are some other places where you can display baseline related information in numeric form. At the core, there are 5 key fields that are transcribed when setting a baseline. That is the baseline duration, baseline work, baseline cost, baseline start, and baseline finish. You know that these fields, as well as their variance counterparts, can be viewed by clicking the Statistics button at the bottom of the Project Information window, which can be opened via the Project ribbon and can be found within the Properties group of that ribbon. In Project version 2010, Microsoft added Baseline Budget Cost, Baseline Budget Work, Baseline Delivery Start, and Baseline Deliverable Finish. In Project 2013, Microsoft added Baseline Cumulative Work, Baseline Remaining Cumulative Work, and Baseline Remaining Tasks to the Task Usage view. When a baseline has not been set, the baseline fields will display NA. To set a baseline, we need to go to the menu and select the Project ribbon, Set Baseline button from the Schedule group. This will bring up the Set Baseline window. The Set Baseline option, here there are 11 baselines that can be used. To set a baseline, simply choose one from the list. A baseline will have a timestamp after its name if it's already been used. If one with a timestamp is being reused, there will be a warning message displayed when the OK button within the Set Baseline dialog window is clicked to warn you. The use of multiple baselines permits us to have baselines set, as an example, for each phase of a project. Example, one for the requirements analysis phase, the second for the design phase, the third for the development phase, and the fifth for a support phase, etc. Typically, all change requests would require you to reuse a baseline, which we will demonstrate as part of scenario number 2. In this way, it is possible for you to later compare the performance of a particular phase across multiple projects, past and present, so that you can review your estimating accuracy. The Set Interim Plan, this is an option that is useful if ever you need to copy a baseline to another baseline, or to copy the start and finish dates to start one and finish one, respectively. This is useful, for example, when comparing dates before and after a leveling operation, or if you are in an enterprise environment whereby the administrator will use this to copy your baselines to the ones that the PMO wishes to protect. When using the baseline feature, it is possible to choose between setting a baseline for the entire project or only for just selected tasks. The Selected Tasks option permits the user to select and add new tasks to an existing project baseline. This would be the case when there is a project change request where new scope has been approved and added to the project after the entire project has already been baseline and is being executed. If the Selected Task option is chosen, another 2 options become available. The first, to all summary tasks, well, this causes the new baseline data of the selected task or tasks to compute and to update all associated summary tasks, including the project summary task, which is on row 0. Subtasks that are not selected will not be affected. And the second one, from subtasks into selected summary task, this option allows selected summary tasks to compute or recompute their baseline based on the baseline data of their subtasks. Here are the 3 scenarios then for baselining. The first, the new project schedule that is ready for execution. Here we set the baseline using the entire project plan option. In this second scenario, we're adding new, that is, additional scope that has been approved and being added to the schedule and the baseline. So insert the new task details, select the new task, set the baseline using the selected task together with the To All Summary Task option selected. Here's a suggestion. For new scope, you can keep track of the associated change request reference numbers in a custom field to help you keep track of such things. Using the Selected Tasks option within the Set Baseline dialog window, to set the baseline for the new task that we inserted on row 4 will cause a warning message, similar to overwriting an existing baseline. In this case, we will click Yes to the message. And in a third scenario, using rolling wave approach to planning, that is elaborating on activities that have already been baseline, activities that were previously defined in baseline at a high level but now need to be expanded upon and further detailed and defined. Well, in this scenario, a task that needs to be broken out into multiple detailed activities. The original task is baseline and the baseline data needs to be preserved. So here are the steps that need to be followed. First, create a new task above the task that is going to be broken out into multiple detailed tasks. Indent the original task to make it a summary task of the original task. Then, select the new summary task and set the baseline using the Selected Task option within the Form Subtasks into Selected Summary Task option selected. Remove any remaining work on the original task and set it to 100% if necessary. And re-baseline this task. Add the additional activity details under this newly baseline summary task and then set the baseline for the new tasks using the Selected Task option, with no option selected under the Selected Task option. Use the work, start, finish, duration, cost variant fields to monitor any deviations from the baseline. I'm planning a future video to show you how to use earned value and the related tips and tricks on how to set up your baselines so you can track the performance of your project effectively. I hope you enjoyed this video. Feel free to leave me comments and suggestions, and do not forget to contact me if you or your organization needs help with integrating and effectively leveraging the Microsoft PPM solution in order to help you deliver your initiatives on time and on budget. Bye for now.